Hello viewers, thank you for clicking on my video. This is my second diorama project. As you can see, I have used a cheap photo frame for the base of this project. I drew out a rough guide for a path I planned to make for this diorama. I had some spare foam that had been cut up. This foam was going to be used for the pathway. I trimmed down the foam to make them more square and was impressed by how similar they looked to stone slabs. It's now time I laid these stone slabs. I wanted to make sure there was space between each stone slab. These spaces will then be filled up. Google told me this is called jointing. These ice lolly sticks are going to be used as a border fence along the sides of the path. I liked how the half circle end looked and wanted to use them to look like carved half circle slabs along the border of the path. I sanded these ends down and tidied up the edge so they was ready to play their part in this diorama. A little bit of super glue helps the mix match of items come together to create something completely different. Now it was time to start the jointing of this pathway. I filled the gaps up with glue. This did get messy. This meant a lot of wiping up runaway glue. Sticky business. For this part, I had separated sand out of my Sparta terrain tub. I wanted to have a similar effect to fine gravel between the stone slabs. Now to build up the areas around the path. I crudely cut up some cardboard just to have a little rise from the board. I wanted to have a bit of lift, so the pathway didn't look higher than the grounds that surrounded it. It did not matter to me about having perfectly fitting pieces of cardboard. This is because I will be going over the top with some plaster of Paris. I did not include the footage of me using the plaster. This is because I had made a terrible mess, made way too much and just didn't look pleasing to watch. This has been the first time I used plaster for a diorama. I researched online the best method. It was suggested to use plaster of Paris mixed with some water and PVA glue. Now it is time to get some primer onto everything. Firstly, I spray everything with black. Let's not forget the frame. Then I do a short burst of sprays with some white to highlight areas that stand out. I decided to put some legs onto the base of this diorama, so I could place the battery and switch underneath in an attempt to take it out of view. I have attached a light inside this poorly made plant lamp. I enjoy having built-in lights on my dioramas, as I feel it gives them an extra element to the scene I create. In future projects, the setup of my lighting and switches will evolve and become more tidy. Everything is ready to be painted and put together. When I am sat painting, it can be very tranquil. I have never been a fast painter. But I enjoy taking my time. I will be using terrain stuff on the garden area, so it is uncertain why I paint this area brown. I left some space because I wanted to put a line of flowers along the border of the pathway. While we sit and watch the diorama grow in colour and texture, I would like to give you a backstory for this project. This path is the path of many, located in the magical gardens that surround the magical college. The gardens are so vast that even those who have visited these paths regularly still become lost. They say there is only one man that knows their way around these gardens, and that is Raamatato. Raamatato, the holder of books, the walk-in librarian. He has walked these gardens since the day he arrived at the college. No one is sure if he has actually stepped foot outside the parameters of the garden. Some say he is just a rumor and doesn't exist, because it is very rare anyone will cross paths with him during their visits to the garden. The whispers, rumors, and chatter about Raamatato adds more mystery to the man. But he is real. He does walk the gardens, and you can find him. He is only found when his assistance is truly needed, but you are not the one that finds him. Simply, your paths will cross. When you meet, he will still be distracted by the book he is reading. Maybe this book is one he has never read, or a book he has read many times. He will never tell you this. He will not make conversation first. He will only reply to what is asked. He only ever gives one answer to all questions that he is asked. Let's see what book has been seeking your eyes. With that answer, a small portal opens beside him, only big enough for a hand to fit through. The seeker of answers will put their hand through the portal, and there a book is waiting for them. Now, this portal is the only entrance to Raamatato's infinite library, a pocket dimension filled with every written material to exist on the planet that has been signed and sleeved as a book. The book you receive is the book you're meant to read in this moment of time. No point in going for a second try, because you will only receive the same book. Once you have received your book, Raamatato will not stick around. He will walk down the path, almost like he had never stopped to assist you in the first place. You'll be left alone in the gardens like before, only this time you are holding a book that holds the answers you are needing to see. Now is a good time to take a seat in the gardens and read the words that are meant for you.